Welcome to Tech Brothers. In this video we're going to learn how to create an alert in SQL Server, and we'll be creating alert in SQL Server Agent for SQL Server and SQL Server jobs and other events in SQL Server. So whenever any event in SQL Server occurs, if you have created the alert and set up the alert and configure the alert, it is always a good idea, especially for production servers, that if any severe alert occurs, you would like to know and get to resolve it right away. So in this video we'll be going through types of alert. We'll be selecting what type of alerts available for us, and there are three types of alerts available for us, and then we can select the severity level of those alerts, and we can set up the severity, and there are system settings in there, and we'll go through that. And then message search setting, that based on a log, based on SQL Server log, what error message you will see in the log, and you would like to know that when this message occurs in SQL Server log, you would like to know that something went wrong in production server, and that alert will be generated from that particular error. And then after that you get the alert, what would be the response options in alert, and what would be the alert options, whether it's an email, pager, or net send. So we're going to go through all that. So let's go ahead and look at SQL Server. This is my SQL Server. In order to create an alert, you need to go to SQL Server Agent and expand the agent, and you will see the alert option. Right now I do not have any alert set up, so we're going to go ahead and do the alert. So we're going to right click and click alert. So first thing we see is again, when you create alert, it has to be enabled in order for it to work. So first thing we wanted to do is name the alert, and that should be meaningful. For me, I'm going to go ahead and create an alert. If any job on SQL Server Agent fails, I would like to know. So one is job failure alert. And up here is the type of the alert, SQL Server Event Alert, or SQL Server Performance Condition Alert, or WMI Event Alert. For me, it's going to be SQL Server Event Alert, because whenever job fails in SQL Server Agent, it's written down in SQL Server log. So we're going to go ahead and find that particular error message in here and send the alert. So we're going to go ahead and select SQL Server Event Alert. And I would like to know all about this error. If it happens about any database in SQL Server, this particular instance, I would like to know. But if you have just wanted to set up alert on a specific database, sometimes there are critical databases on your SQL Server instance, and some are not critical on your production system. So if you have a lot of databases, you don't want to do all the databases, you wanted to select particular database. So we're going to go ahead and select all the database in this case. If you exactly know what error number that you are looking for, you can go ahead and click on error number right here and specify if error number, whenever error occurs, it has a number assigned to it. So based on the error number, if that particular error number occurs, you would like to put it right here. So some of the error numbers, as you can see right here, 001, it's considered one error number, miscellaneous system information. And if you click on this, you will get a lot of up here the severity settings. So these are the severity settings. Sometimes it's very important to put severity information. Right here is fatal error in resource, current process. If there is a fatal error in database process, such as you run dbcc check db and there are errors in the database, you wanted to know that right away, and you wanted to look at the integrity of the database, and you wanted to also know that if any hard disk failure happened, which is hardware error, or any fatal error, when you click on that, there in SQL Server error log, it would have a word fatal error. Anytime fatal error occurs, you would like to know that, and they are really important, especially for SQL Server DBAs in production support. Insufficient permission or insufficient disk space, these kind of right here, insufficient resources. That means if even disk space goes down to an extent, and if you have threshold like 80%, then it's going to let you know that the space, you're running out of space. So these categories are really important to know, and important to set when you're creating the alert. So for me, I'm going to go ahead and just information for this demo. So I'm going to go ahead and based on, I'm not going to really do the error number, since mine is just information. It's gonna let me user defined. I'm going to go ahead and user defined use, because I don't want to have alert anytime the information goes, because usually you would like to have set up the alerts on errors. So I'm going to go ahead and when error occurs in SQL Server log, and I wanted to say job failed, if it finds the text message job failed in SQL Server error log, it's going to generate this alert for me, and it's going to send that alert based on our settings to all its DBA team, or if you are only one you wanted to know, then you can put your email up here. Response right here, if you go on response, there are options right here. There are a couple ways that you can assign this alert to jobs. You have, let's say that you have a lot of jobs already created, and if you wanted to click on execute job and relate any particular one job, these are the jobs already done. So if you click on test job, so if test job fails, it's gonna send me the error. I don't want to basically specify any job, because I want to know any job fails, because I have, if you notice right here, I have a text message job failed. So any job fails, basically it's going to send me an alert, so I don't want to tie it with the job. The other option is when you create a job, which I'll show you in a second, this alert is created, and you can basically put that this alert into that job. So notify operator, if you have set up operator already, you can basically go ahead and click that operator. Operator could be your team, the whole team could be your operator. So you want to send an email to your team, DBA team, so that they would know that it's really severity 1 alert, and I should get right to it. So options right here, right now we don't have operator. We'll be creating an operator basically in next demo. So we're gonna go ahead, once we create that, and we will basically come here in our alert and put that operator right here. So you do have option, if you click up here, to create a new operator right here. So we're not gonna go through this for now, let's look at the options, how you wanted to basically send alert. Email, pager, net send. You can go ahead and send email and say job failed on TBS client /SQL mirror. So this would be, and delay response will be, let's say 30 seconds. If job is keep failing, every time it finds in your SQL Server log job fails, it's gonna send you error. But if you have a delay of 30 minutes, it's gonna look after 30 minutes. So you don't want to be you don't want to have your email flooded with all these emails coming from this particular SQL Server instance. And we're gonna go ahead and click OK. As you can see, the job alert is created, and you can enable or disable alert from right clicking. After you can right click and disable the alert, and once you disable that, you need to enable that alert in order for it to work. So we're going to go ahead and enable it. I just want to quickly show you that how to enable and disable alerts in SQL Server. So we're going to go ahead and basically go in the job. This is my job right here, and alerts. So up here, when I was talking about that, we can go in the jobs and add the alerts if we have already the job the alerts created. So we're going to go ahead and click on add, and it'll give you option that basically right here, that which alert you wanted to go ahead and select. So this is the alert. You have an option to create the alert from the job right here. So this is how you do it from the jobs. As I said, there are two ways to create basically the alert. So we're going to go ahead and cancel this, and we're going to go ahead and delete this and use our script, T-SQL Script, to do the same thing. So let's load our T-SQL Script. it's right here. It's going to be job status underscore DBA. This is going to be the name of the alert, and up here all the entries, as you can see, delay between the responses is 1800. That means that 30 minutes. So include event description 1 and job failed on production system. This is one of the error message that will be attached in your alert. So event description keyword is, I'm looking for a keyword called job failed. So anytime job fails, it's going to generate this alert. So I'm going to go ahead and run this. Command completed successfully. Let's go ahead and refresh our alert and see if this alert is created. So basically this is how you create alert in SQL Server and using the SQL Server agent. And we went through the type of the alerts: severity settings, message settings, search settings, responses, alert options. And I hope this video helps.